Hello everyone and welcome to our channel. I'm TJ and today I'm gonna show how to crochet these beautiful pumpkins which I made from 5 granny squares. Let me show you. This is size large, and in today's tutorial I will show the size large. We have size small and size medium. In the tutorial I will show the size large, and the other two sizes you can find on our blog passionatecrafter.com. I will leave a link in the description box below. Also, what materials we will need for these pumpkins. We will need bulky weight yarn. I'm using Hue and Me. I'm using Hue and Me by YM brand, and it is 125 grams and 125 meters or 137 yards. It's a 20% wool, 80% acrylic yarn. We will need a twine, which is optional, pair of scissors, longer tapestry, the tapestry needle, and a regular size one. We will need 8mm crochet hook, some fiber fill stuffing to stuff the pumpkins, measuring tape, and the amount needed. As you can see, each pumpkin, the first two rounds are the same for all the sizes, and the amount we need from the mustard color yarn for size large is 15 grams, 40 grams cream color, which is sold from Hue and Me, and for the main color we will need around 100 grams. Here I have a different version which you can use to stack them. If you use the three sizes, you can see how they will look. We have 5 different colors. You can find all the colors used to make these pumpkins on our website. I will leave the link in the description box below as well. The final size of the size large is 25 centimeters by 16 centimeters. You can substitute any yarn with this one. Even you can use your leftover granny squares. The only thing that you have to meet here, if you want the same size like mine, is the gauge for each square. The large square is 17 centimeters by 17 centimeters. I think this is everything you should know for the pattern. The tutorial where I'm showing the granny square is in different color because we are preparing a full collection with different floral granny squares, and this is the first pattern of this collection. That's why the color is different, but as you can see here I use the blue color as my main color yarn. Again, it's up to you which color you will use and which yarn. You can customize it by changing the colors, using different weight yarn. Again, the sizes may vary than mine, but still it will look perfect as well. Now let's start with the pattern itself. For the first round of the square, we will start with magic ring, and then we will work double crochet 2 together into this ring. And how we will do this: we will yarn over, insert your hook into the ring, grab your yarn, pull through. We have 3 loops on our hook. Grab your yarn, pull through the first 2 loops, 2 loops on our hook, then yarn over again, insert your hook into the ring, grab your yarn, pull through. We have 4 loops on our hook. Grab your yarn, pull through the first 2 loops. We have 3 loops on our hook. Grab your yarn and pull through. This is the double crochet 3 together stitch. Then we'll chain 1 and we will repeat this 7 times. Yarn over into the ring, grab your yarn, pull through the first 2, yarn over into the ring, grab your yarn, pull through the first 2, and then all the 3 loops and chain 1. Repeat this 6 more times. At the end you should have 8 double crochet 2 together stitches. Then close the ring, tighten it nicely, and now join with a slip stitch into the first chain 1 space here. Then cut your yarn. For round 2 of the square, take your white or cream color yarn, insert it in any chain 1 space, pull up a loop, then chain 1, and what we are going to do now is we will work puff stitches. And how we will do this, we will yarn over, insert our hook into the same chain space, grab your yarn and pull through. Do not pull it super tight, and we will have 3 loops on our hook. Then we have to repeat this 2 more times. Yarn over, insert your hook into the same chain space, grab your yarn, pull through. We have 5 loops on our hook. Yarn over, insert your hook into the same chain space, grab your yarn and pull through. We have 7 loops on our hook. Grab your yarn and pull through. Then chain 2 and make 1 more puff stitch into the same chain space. 1 more time. Yarn over into the hook, into the space, grab your yarn, pull, yarn over, insert your hook, grab your yarn, pull, yarn over, insert your hook, grab your yarn and pull. 7 loops on our hook. Grab your yarn and pull through. Then chain 2 again, and you have to repeat this 7 times, making 1 puff stitch into the next chain 1 space, chain 2, 1 more puff stitch into the same chain space, and chain 2 again. This is round 2 for this square. At the end of round 2, you should have 16 chain 2 spaces and 16 puff stitches. After the last chain 2, join with a slip stitch into the first chain 2 space, and again cut your yarn. And this time, take your main color yarn. For me is this orangish color. And again, insert your hook in any chain 2 space. For example, here, take your yarn, pull up a loop, then chain 2. And now we will turn this circle into a square, and now we will start with the first corner, chain 2, then work 1 double crochet into the same chain 2 space, chain 2 again, and make 2 double crochet stitches into the same space. This will create the first corner of the square. Then we will make 2 half double crochet stitches in next 3 chain 2 spaces, skipping the stitches in between. For this round we are working only in the chain spaces, making 2 half double crochet stitches into the next 3 spaces. This is the first repeat. Now you have to repeat this 3 more times till the end of this round, starting with 2 double crochet stitches into the same space, chain 2, 2 double crochet stitches again, This is the second corner of the square, and then 2 half double crochet stitches in each of the next 3 spaces. This is the second side of the square. Now let me finish this round and I will show the last round of this square. Now after you finish repeating and finishing round 3, we will join on top of our double crochet stitch. Chain 2 here is counted as a stitch, but we will skip it and we will join with slip stitch on top of the half double crochet stitch. Then we will slip stitch into the corner space, and now we will start working for round 4. We will chain 3 and then we will make 1 double crochet stitch into the corner. We will chain 2 and we will work 2 double crochet stitches. This is the first corner of round 4. Now for round 4, we will not work on top of the stitches, but we will work in between these 2 stitches. If you decide, we can call them like cluster stitches of 2 half double crochet stitches and 2 double crochet stitches. We will work in the spaces between them here. And what we are going to do is we will work 2 double crochet stitches. So skip the next 2 stitches and work 2 double crochet stitches in the space here. And again, skip these 2 stitches and work in between them, making 2 double crochet stitches. Most of the patterns there will be chain 1 space between these stitches, but I don't like this way because there are more holes. I prefer it to be this way without the chains. And the pattern repeat for this round is we will start with the corner, and for the corner we are making 2 double crochet, chain to 2 double crochet, and then we are working in the spaces here, placing 2 double crochet stitches. 1 and 2, 1 and 2, and you can see that this is the first repeat for round 4. Now let's make the second side. For the corner, 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet. The second corner is ready, and now 2 double crochet stitches into the next 4 spaces here. Now let's finish this round. Now at the end of the round, your last space is here. Don't skip it. And join with slip stitch on top of the double crochet stitch, or finish your square using the perfect finish method. Take a tapestry needle, place the yarn, and now skip the chain 3 space. This is counted as a stitch, but we have to skip it, and insert your needle under the both loops of the next double crochet stitch and pull it. Then go back to the stitch, to the last stitch, and insert your needle under the back loop of this stitch, and you can see that it's mimicking the real stitch and the square is more neat and even. Then secure the end and just wave the end in. And cut the yarn. You can see that our square is ready. You have to wave all the ends in. For round 4 you should have 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 stitches per side and 4 corners. For round 3 you should have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 stitches per side. So if this way you can know you skipped or not some stitches in these rounds. Each square measures 17 centimeters with 8mm crochet hook. After you finish all the 5 granny squares, arrange them the way I'm showing you, one in the middle and one per each side, this way. And let me do like this. And for this pumpkin I will for this one I will use the mattress stitch seaming with the main color yarn. You can use any joining you like, which one is easier for you. For me, I like the mattress stitch for this project. And what I'm going to do now, I will measure the yarn I will need as we will start to join from this corner all around, and then we'll come back to the starting point and we will join one of the sides. That's why I will measure one of the sides of the square. We have 5 sides and I prefer for the mattress stitch to use the length of one granny square, twice as much as one of the sides. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and one more just to be sure that this yarn will be enough. Cut your yarn and now using a tapestry needle we will start sewing our squares. I will remove these ones for now, and what we are going to do is you will find the chain one of the corner and you insert your needle through it. Then you will go to the corresponding one and you will find again the chain one from the corner. Then you will go to the same space of square one and you insert your needle under the post of the stitch and through it here, and you will go back again. You will find the corresponding stitch and you will repeat the same as well, and you will repeat it for each stitch till you reach the upper corner of the square. This way. Then you hold the bottom part of the square like this and you pull the yarn, and you can see that the squares are now joined. You repeat the same by joining each corresponding stitch of both granny squares this way. When you reach the upper corner of the square, here is the chain one, which belongs to this side of the square, and here is this one for this square. What you are going to do is you insert your needle through the chain space, through the chain of the first square, and from back to front to the other one. This way. Then you add the next granny square and you find the corresponding chain, which is this one here. You insert it through, then you go back and you insert it to the corresponding chain here, this way, and again you use the mattress stitch to sew the squares. And you will repeat this till you join all the squares till here, and then you will continue to seam this side like this. Here you can see that we joined the middle part and one of the sides. Now you have to repeat the same for the other 3 sides as well. Let me finish joining the squares and let's meet there. This is the final look of the squares after they are joined. Now for the first round, what we are going to do is you make a slip knot and you place it to your hook. Then you insert your hook into one of the corners of the granny square. You grab your yarn, you pull through, then you grab your yarn and pull through. This is the first single crochet stitch, and then you work single crochet stitches in each corner space in each stitch all around. At the end of round 1 you should have 56 stitches. At the end of round 1, join with slip stitch on top of the first stitch, chain 1 for round 2, and work 1 single crochet into the very first stitch, 1 single crochet into the next stitch, and 1 decrease. To make the decrease invisible, you insert your hook into the front loop of the next stitch and into the front loop of the other stitch. Then you grab your yarn, pull through, grab your yarn and pull through. This is an invisible decreasing for single crochet, and then again single crochet into the next 2 stitches and decrease over the next 2. Single crochet into the next 2 stitches and 1 invisible decrease over the next 2 stitches. Repeat this till the end of round 2. At the end of round 2 you should have 42 stitches. For round 3, chain 1, 1 single crochet into the first stitch and 1 decrease over the next 2 stitches. Single crochet into the next one and 1 decrease over the next 2 stitches. Repeat this till the end of this round. At the end you should have 28 stitches. And for the last round, chain 1 and work decreases over the next 2 stitches, and again. This is the last round and we are working decrease all around. You should have here 14 stitches in total. You can start to stuff your pumpkin 1 or 2 rounds before the last round. It will be easier for you, but I prefer to start stuffing after the last round, and after you finish the pumpkin's body, leave a longer tail for closing the upper part and to shape the pumpkin. Now I will start to stuff it. This is how it will look at first sight. We'll shape it a little bit more later. Now take a tapestry needle, take your yarn, and we will close the upper part. I think it's called a running stitch or something like this. What you are going to do is you take your needle and you insert it through the front loops of each stitch this way, and you pull, then again, and again. Now when you are done, you take cinnamon rolls or some sticks you have, you place it this way so you will know how much to close the upper part for the pumpkin. You can see how it looks now this way. And after you close the upper part, if you have a longer tapestry needle like this one, what I like to do is you will insert your needle from one side through the bottom part of the pumpkin this way, and you will pull through. This way we will shape the pumpkin. As you can see, when I pull it from the bottom, the upper part goes a little bit inside, and you will repeat it for a few more places. Again, you hold it here, then you insert it back from bottom to the front, and this way. Like this. And you will see that it's going inside, and it will shape the pumpkin to look better. After you repeat this a few times in different spots, then you turn, you will take the yarn this way to the main cover, you secure the yarn this way, and you wave the end in, and this is the final look for our pumpkin made from 5 granny squares. I hope this tutorial was useful for you. If so, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and check all the other tutorials for the pumpkins we have.